You are waiting for the storm to pass, hoping that if you just hold on long enough, the weight in your chest will lift. But something strange begins to happen when suffering reaches a certain intensity. The strategies that once worked stop working. Ramana Maharshi said that when life becomes unbearable, the real problem is usually not what is happening to you, but who you believe yourself to be. The distractions fail. The plans fail. The reassuring stories you tell yourself begin to crack. The pressure is increasing because life is no longer negotiating with your coping mechanisms. And when everything becomes utterly unbearable, a question begins to emerge from the ruins, a question most people spend their entire lives avoiding. What if the thing that is collapsing is not your life, but the one who believes he controls it? The pain you feel is real, but who is the one trapped inside it? We spend our entire existence building a fortress out of identities, relationships, achievements, and certainties, and then we wonder why we are suffocating behind the walls. Imagine a man lying awake at 3 in the morning. His future feels uncertain. His mind is racing. Every thought is searching for a solution, yet every solution creates another problem. The harder he struggles, the heavier the burden becomes. When everything begins to crumble, the immediate instinct is to panic, to scramble for the loose bricks, trying desperately to hold up a ceiling that was always meant to fall. Let it collapse. Maharshi constantly pointed to a simple, devastating truth through the classic metaphor of the snake and the rope. Imagine walking down a dim path at twilight. Suddenly, you see a deadly, coiled serpent right in front of you. Your heart races, your blood runs cold, and panic paralyzes your body. The fear is absolute. The suffering is undeniable. But then, someone brings a light. Under the sharp beam of truth, you bend closer and realize it was never a snake at all. It was just a piece of old, discarded rope. Now ask yourself, did the snake die? Did you successfully kill it, conquer it, or survive it? No, the snake never existed. The intense terror you felt was entirely real, but it was generated by a phantom. But what if the same mistake is still happening in your life right now? What if the thing you fear losing most, the thing you are desperately trying to protect, carries the same reality as that imagined serpent? Before answering, look carefully at the one who is afraid. Maharshi said, "There is no suffering for the self. Who is it that suffers? It is the ego. When the ego is gone, the self shines forth in its pristine purity. The miserable life you are desperately trying to repair is the snake. The overwhelming weight, the anxiety about tomorrow, the crushing despair, the endless struggle to become somebody, all of it belongs to an imagined identity. You are not the person drowning in the river of life. You are the ocean watching the turbulence on the surface. The unbearable pain is simply the friction created when a false sense of self resists reality, trying to maintain control over a world it was never capable of governing. When you stop trying to repair the ruins, something miraculous happens. The noise begins to fade. The question Maharshi gave the world was not a tool to change your thoughts. It was an axe designed to chop down the thinker. When the weight of existence becomes too heavy to bear, do not ask, "How do I fix this?" Drop everything and ask, "Who is the one who finds this unbearable?" Trace that feeling of limitation back to its absolute root. Search for the sufferer itself. Search for the one who claims ownership over the fear, the grief, the anxiety, and the struggle. You will find a blank space, a vast, unshakable stillness that no tragedy can touch, no grief can tarnish, and no fire can burn. The collapse of your external world is not the end of your life. It is the beginning of seeing what has always been here. Stop fighting for a phantom. Let the false identity shatter completely so that what is permanent can finally stand unhindered.